Welcome to this presentation of SimCrest eBank Reconciliation add-on for Microsoft Dynamics NAV. The add-on is a fully integrated solution with Microsoft Dynamics NAV, and it is an extension to the North American version of the bank reconciliation. That's why we only offer this for the North American version of Dynamics NAV. What it will allow you to do is you can reconcile your bank accounts by just importing a statement that you downloaded from the bank, and the add-on will then try and match as many entries as it can to the bank account inside Dynamics NAV. And all you're left with is to match everything that it couldn't match. The add-on will also allow you to create adjustments automatically if you try to balance or to reconcile two entries or a couple of entries that not exactly matches up. And so it will ask you where you want to post the difference from the imbalanced match. What's new? One thing that's we've been asked a lot is that we support now also import of CSV files, and I'll show you that in the demo how that's done. But we still support the QIF format, which is a Quicken and Microsoft Money format. Another thing is that we are now allowing a couple of matching options so that you can match on amount or amount and voucher number or number, document number. Let's stay connected. You can always find additional information about this and many other add-ons on SimCrest.com. You can also look at our blog at blog.simcrest.com or give us a call at 214-644-4000. Thank you, and let's go on with the demo. First, let's start by looking at the setup for eBank reconciliation. The setup for this particular demo is a QIF import format. We recommend using QIF unless you don't have that option. Then instead you would use a CSV file format. When you have a CSV file format, you would typically have some garbage at the top of the file, and so we have the option here to ignore the first number of lines in the file. So if you put in 5 here, it means that it will ignore the first 5 lines of the file. And then you can define up to 7 columns in the file. If you get more than that, you can either edit the number of columns in the file, or you could have some additional development done to the setup here so that we could allow more columns. But we have some different options here for date, check number, description, amount, etc. We can also choose to ignore a particular column, and so the add-on will import the file according to the setup of this this particular page that you're looking at here. If you select the QIF format, it ignores everything after that, because the QIF format already have that embedded inside the formatting of the QIF file. So that's how the setup is done. It's real simple. Just set it up once and then it will remember it. Okay, let's go take a look at what you can set up on the bank account. There's actually only one option, and the option sits down here on the last fast tab on the bank account card, and it's called eBank matching. And what we have 2 options here. We can match by document number and amount, and then by amount, or we can match by document number and amount. And the last option is if you want to have strict matching of check numbers or other document numbers. So if you have 2 amounts that are equal but have different document numbers, it will not match them if you select the second option. In the first one, it will try and match the document number first and amount, and then if it can't do that, it will try and match amount. So if you have 2 amounts that are equal and they don't have a matching document number, the first option will still match them. Typically you would want to select the first option, but you may have other reasons to select the second option. But for this demo we're just going to use the first option. Okay, let's go and create a new bank reconciliation. Typing in my bank number and the date and the balance on the statement. I have that also. And so this is completely standard the way we're doing this now, and I'm suggesting what needs to go on the statement. And so up till now I've just shown you how standard NAV is handling bank reconciliations. So what's new here is that we have an eBank reconciliation interface, and as soon as I open that, it will show me that interface, and from here I can import from the bank. So I'm going to import my bank statement that I downloaded, and then I'm going to match it. And as soon as I match it, it will show me different things. It will show me a matched area up here. Here I have all the matched lines, and so on some of these here we can see that it actually matched. Here there's a check. With the check it's the same number. The posting date might be different, but it still matched them because of the number and the amount. On other ones like this one, we have a number of 1016 and 1014. It didn't match, but because of our setup the amount matched, and that was enough for matching them up. And so the rest of them is just matched per that setting. One thing we can do is that we can unmatch them. If we know that this is not right, or for instance we could say, well, this doesn't make any sense, so we want to unmatch, we can do that, and then we have to match them manually. So I'm not going to do that right now. Down here we have the no matches, and here are the no matches from the books. So this is what NAV is thinking that needs to be matched here, and this is what the bank said, well, we could not, these entries from the bank reconciliation or the bank statement is not able to be matched to anything. So now we have to go and do the matching manually. So for the no matching, we take a look at these entries here, and so we see that we have a $4,000 here, and we have $1,500 and $2,500 here, and we do some investigation. We find out that, oh, these should have been applied together. We posted them as one entry, but the bank for some reason posted them for two entries, and so we want to match those together. And we can see down the selected amount is 4,000 minus 4,000 and minus 4,000, so they are going to match. If for some reason they didn't match, it would ask, where do you want to post the difference? Because we can't have the debits and credits not match up. So here what I do is that I do a match, and I say yes, and it takes it away. Okay, so the next one we have is that we have 256.76 and 256.67. Obviously that sounds like a typo somewhere, and we find out, oh yeah, sure, it was a typo. Interesting enough, the posting dates are really far apart, so that could be an indication that there was an issue, but we find out there's no issue. So right now I have a difference of 9 cents or so, and so now when I do a match, it's going to say, hey, there's a problem here, we need to post this difference somewhere. And so it could be that I will say, oh, this is some office supply, and it is a difference, and I say a difference for paper purchase, whatever it might be. And so now it's going to match those two entries, and it's going to post an adjustment entry. The last thing is I see that we did an entry in and out, $25 or $250 out and $250 in, and since that's not going to match to anything on the bank because it never hit the bank, I can actually do what we call an internal match. And so when I do that, it's just going to match those entries together. You're actually done as soon as the no match from bank is empty. When that's empty, you're done. You can still have entries over here, and that might very well be because you're going to have entries that were posted after the bank account or the bank statement was issued. So this will most likely show a lot of entries over here in the no match from books, while the no match from bank will has to be completely blank, or else it won't reconcile. Okay, let's go back to the bank reconciliation worksheet. And what we'll see here is that the only thing we pretty much has to do now is click this eBank Clear. And once we do that, it will check all these entries behind the scene and also register the adjustments. And you'll see here that the difference went to 0, and that's the whole idea behind the eBank reconciliation, is that you don't have to go down here and sit and clear checks and deposit and transfers and register adjustments. You essentially just have it done for you, and as you'll see here, it will clear them for you. And that's the whole idea behind the eBank reconciliation feature, is that you just import your statement, and then you get this easy way of handling the reconciliation where you have matched and non-matched areas, and all you do is you clear what you have over here on the no matches from the bank, and the system will just ask you to click this clear button, and it will clear all the entries for you. And now you can post the bank reconciliation, and you're done. And that's the whole process of eBank reconciliation. So I hope you enjoyed this demonstration, and if you have any questions still, then please contact us on our website simcrest.com, or call us at 214-644-4000. Thank you.